On April 10, 1912, the RMS Titanic departed from Southampton, England, bound for New York City. It was the largest moving object ever built by humans at the time, a symbol of modern engineering, wealth, and confidence. Newspapers called it practically unsinkable. Passengers believed it was safer than any ship before it. 4 days later, Titanic was gone. More than 1,500 people lost their lives, not because nature was unstoppable, but because human decisions failed. This is the true documented history of how the Titanic disaster changed the world forever. Chapter 1. The World Before Titanic. At the start of the 20th century, ocean travel was booming. Competition between shipping companies was fierce. Speed, size, and luxury mattered more than safety. Lifeboat laws were outdated. They were based on ship tonnage, not passenger capacity. Titanic legally carried only 20 lifeboats, enough for about 1,178 people, despite having over 2,200 passengers and crew on board. This was not illegal, it was normal. Titanic was built with 16 watertight compartments. The belief was simple. If one or two compartments flooded, the ship would remain afloat. But the compartments did not extend to the top deck. When multiple compartments flooded, water spilled from one to another, like an ice tray tipped sideways. The ship was strong, but it was not designed for the kind of damage it would face. Chapter 3. Warnings that went unheeded. On April 14, 1912, Titanic received multiple iceberg warnings from nearby ships. These warnings were documented and confirmed during later investigations, but Titanic maintained near maximum speed. Why? Because slowing down was uncommon and arriving early was good publicity. Confidence replaced caution. At 11:40 p.m., Titanic struck an iceberg on its starboard side. The damage seemed minor at first, no massive hole, no immediate panic. But below the waterline, the iceberg caused a series of punctures across 6 compartments. Titanic was designed to survive flooding in 4. 6 was fatal. Captain Edward Smith was informed the ship would sink. But many crew members didn't believe it, neither did passengers. Some lifeboats were launched half empty. Why? Because people thought staying on Titanic was safer than entering a small boat in the freezing Atlantic. This mistake cost hundreds of lives. Titanic had strict class divisions. First-class passengers reached lifeboats earlier. Third-class passengers faced locked gates, confusing routes, and delayed information. This was confirmed by survivor testimonies and official inquiries. The result, survival rates varied drastically by class. This tragedy exposed social inequality in the most brutal way possible. At 2:20 a.m., Titanic broke apart and sank. The water temperature was -2 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Most people in the water died within minutes from hypothermia. The ship's distress rockets were seen, but misunderstood. Nearby ships did not respond in time. News of the sinking stunned the world. Public anger followed. How could the greatest ship ever built sink on its first voyage? Investigations began immediately in both the United States and Britain. What they uncovered changed maritime history forever. Because of Titanic, lifeboats became mandatory for every person on board. Ships were required to maintain 24-hour radio watches. The International Ice Patrol was created. The SOLS Treaty, Safety of Life at Sea, was introduced. These rules are still in effect today. Titanic's legacy is written into modern safety laws. Titanic did not sink because of one failure. It sank because of overconfidence, ignored warnings, outdated regulations, and human error. The disaster proved that technology without humility is dangerous. Every modern ship sailing today carries the lessons of Titanic, not as a myth, not as a legend, but as a documented warning from history. The Titanic changed the world, not when it sailed, but when it sank.